Okay, how about now? Yep, sorry about that, guys. So yeah, hey, welcome everybody who's coming on in. Like I said earlier, which you couldn't hear because I messed up. Um, just in the office, as you can see, no one else is here right now. Michelle came in for a few minutes. Mike was here earlier. Um, I wanted to get the update out to you guys, a small one, obviously, before Christmas Eve. As the update said, we'll be doing a full update on Tuesday, along with the newsletter. But in the meantime, if any of you guys, gals, have any questions that you want to ask or just talk about for a little bit while I work on part two of my my attempt at poetry, I'll be happy to chat for a little bit. Oh, thank you, Loki. Yeah, I'm the guy. You folks who have been watching, have been following us or me for decades at this point. I'm kind of type A. Had to come in at least a couple of days over break. Wanted to get some things done. Um, but, it's fun. Most of the time, I really enjoy what I do. I really do. What's this about big battles? So, obviously, we have been talking for a while about. I'm going to turn down the music on my headset. Um, we have been talking for a while about our ability to, obviously have big battles, right? We've shown it in the Cherry Keep. We've shown it in the running of the NPCs. That was a fun little thing I would do. But we haven't pulled it all together in something that's a really fun experience. And that's what obviously we want to have. Because no matter what, whether you are in Camelot Unchained for crafting, whether you're in just for the battles, when you're in for everything, a lot of the game can be boiled down to, smaller bits of a game, smaller, even if they're large, like a massive battle, but, small amounts of time. And so, you've seen our updates. We've been talking about the incredibly boring and difficult Linuxification. We've been talking about much more exciting things like Overmind. We've been talking about pathfinding. We've been talking about so many things that we've been adding to this engine, and at the same time, the game. And that's what's going to be available in January. You're going to see hopefully everything that we've been working on for the last really 5 months. And obviously, like I said in the update, things that went before. So, you know, we really, really want you folks to start having a lot of fun in January. And, if you go to the forums, you'll see I've started posting there again. And, a very fair comment that somebody I made was, look, maybe CSE is going a little dark on this. Maybe they're either losing focus or maybe they're hiding something and, they want a content drop. So the former is certainly not true. The studio is right now larger than it's ever been. Not hugely larger, but larger. And we've been doing a lot of really cool things. Really cool things. And I don't mean just tech things, because after a while, hey, Merry Christmas, Gorillazilla. Um, you know, we've been doing it. We've been doing it for a while. We've been doing it with ourselves only. Um, and we're going to talk about that a little on Tuesday, but more in January, because we want you. The one thing you can say about us, besides we're honest, when we talk about things, is that we've also been late. And I did not want to start building up any sort of hype, any sort of, oh my God, until I knew we could pull it off. And I have reached that point. It took a while, obviously. Wasn't easy, still not easy. But, I played today, looking good. And so, starting probably around mid-January, maybe a little later, we do have some tech that needs to be spun up specifically for these kind of battles. We're going to get ITs in, and then we're going to get other people in, and it's going to be fun. You can't guarantee, and this is also stuff I said in the update. You can never guarantee that all of your backers are going to like all parts of the game or of any game. So, we hope most of you do. But no matter what, and here's the biggest takeaway from it, no matter what, you'll be able to see all the things we've talked about. You'll see the Linuxification because everything will be running on Linux. You'll see the Overmind working because you're going to see these battles and coordinated events, that have to happen during it. You're going to see the new Sky Dome and the Sky Bowl and the tech that went into that. Improved lighting is already in on our end. The new textures, improved textures, fixed textures, are in. So much has been done that we're going to put it all together in something very cool for you. So, end of January at the latest for getting people in. We want to get you in, obviously, before then. But we do need to be able to spin up servers, and if we do get a lot of people, we've got to be able to spin it up on their own. So that's the long, and short answer to it. Are we talking, Celtics? Are we talking about a new scenario with big battles in it, bro? We're talking about big battles. Not whether it's a scenario, not a scenario, irrelevant. It actually is absolutely irrelevant. What's relevant is you're going to see all the things that we've been talking about. So, and that's really important. And it doesn't matter whether it was for the depths or guards or anything that NPCs, so they wouldn't be as dumb as friggin' rocks. You're going to see it. You're going to see NPCs that finally move the right way, that track properly, that can move in large groups together, that can move just not even together, just move for God's sakes, without running into walls and just staying there. You're going to see a whole bunch of other things. So, big bada boom, tennis, absolutely correct. And that's what's important, right? Because, if it's in a scenario, great. If it's in the open world, great. That's the beauty of what we're doing. And so that's what, some of the things you're going to see in January. And some other cool stuff. Lots of cool stuff. It really is a lot. There's been a lot of work that we've been doing. You've seen the updates. And now you'll see it all come together. And it's coming together just beautifully. Just beautifully. Like I said, playing it today a little bit. So. Oh my God! Hi, Travail! So, yeah. It's going to be, January is going to be fun. And look, oh, thank you, Loki. Appreciate it. I wouldn't have sent this out, unless I was confident. I wouldn't have. There's no point. I promised you folks I wouldn't hype. I wouldn't until we were ready, of course. And I mean ready. Not ready to hype, but ready to actually do something. And it would have been wrong of me to do this, 6 months ago, 3 months ago, 2 months ago, 1 month ago. Now I can. And so I think so many of you are going to love what you see. Not everyone can guarantee that because that's just life. But everyone will see our tech. And who knows, some of it could spectacularly break. There's always the fun factor there because once we start getting in large numbers of people to do things, things can absolutely go south. And that's why we're going to start with the IT folks and move our way, down. I don't think, in case it won't be something where we go from, say, our ITs to full alphas, because that's kind of a large jump, like 20x. So we'll probably have to invite, alphas in either by pledge date or just by random draw, because having potentially a lot of people all hit the servers and being able to spin things up dynamically. Because certainly we've never said the game could handle, say, 20,000 people in a single battle. We can't do that. Nobody can do that. Not a real battle. I mean, obviously, Eve does some stuff with time dilation, and you can stick people and cull people and do all sorts of things to get around that. But I'm talking about a CSE style battle. So, we got to get some tech for that in, but we'll start with IT and see where it goes. Fate, thank you. Much appreciated. Um, it has been an interesting journey, but I tell you, when we show what we, are going to show in January, I think there's a whole lot of you who have been so patient and will have faith, who've had faith. You'll see it and go, okay, now I really get it. So I couldn't be more excited. I really couldn't. Um, it's been ah, it's been a long process. We've had ups and downs, obviously. We've had delays, but we always kept working, and we always kept investing, both time and obviously money. Um, and I know it's hard for some people, as look, we still pay refunds. We weren't dickish about that and just turned them off when we were late, like other games. And so, I talked to some of the folks who refund, not to try to talk them out of things, but, just to hear reasons. And it's hard for people. Their lives have changed at times. Other times it is just a loss of faith. And I get that. I get that better than anybody. Um, and I want to. I hope what we show in January will restore, if not all of it, most of it. There's a wonderful scene, as you know. I like quoting movies very often and making reference to them. There's a wonderful scene in Wrath of Khan, where BB Newworth says, I want to show you something that'll make you feel young again. That's what we want to do in January. We want to show you something really friggin' cool. Cherry Keep. Cherry Keep is super cool, but it's a super cool tech demo. Travail did an amazing job on that building. It's fantastic, but it's a tech demo. It shows what the engine can do. It shows, building destruction real time. It shows, what 1,200 plus NPCs against in and around the building and how the engine can support that. What we're going to show you next month is different. Similar in some ways if it's going to be a big battle, but different. So, yeah, should be fun. Hey, Dark Society, Bobo, Real Life Gabo, Donnie, Swordplay. All you guys have come in. Hi. So, yeah, like I said, wanted to get an update out before all our European brethren went to sleep. And I wanted, when I had the idea for the poem, I just couldn't resist. So, it was a fun thing for me to write. Um, the sequel is fun as well. And hopefully you all, are going to enjoy, you're going to enjoy both. You'll enjoy the update just as a, hey, we are working on things and we are pushing them forward. But we are also, go away, forums. Got to move you to the other window. Go. There we go. But I also wanted, to just chat with you all for a little bit before I head home for our Christmas, Eve thing. So, yeah, that's it. Cookies, hey, Merry Christmas to you as well. Bobo, yeah, I've hate surprise streams. I honestly didn't know if I was going to do it. It depended on how long it took to get the update done, and then whether I felt like hanging out and getting some more work done. And so I decided to, get a little more work done. Like I said, do the get some emailing done and get the second half of the, poem done as well. Fate. I actually don't know the answer to that. There might be. There might be a link on it. I mean, Cherry Keep is insane. I mean, it's obviously nuts. We had that kind of amazing building that was built, and then 1,200 NPCs and trebuchets and magic mortars and all that stuff, destroying a building in real time. And that was nuts. That was absolutely nuts. But that was only part of it. We always say that we develop for those crazy numbers so we can do other things. Well, you're going to see some of the other things come January. Trivial. Yeah. Yeah, that poor building. That poor building. So, it's a good time to be me. And I haven't always been able to say that. There have been times where it's just been frustrating as hell. You know, um, you guys, you folks know. I tell you about that. Yeah, this is not one of them. This is one of those really good times where I can say that what you folks will be seeing in January is stuff we've been playing for a while, and you know, very happy with it. Very, very happy. And it's only going to get better. I know I use that phrase all the time, but when I was chatting to the investors many months ago about this, because obviously they're involved and want to know how we're doing and projections, blah blah blah. I told them that right where we were and where we were going to be um, was far more predictable than it had been in the past, simply because we were getting so much of the underlying tech done. Now, Linuxification has been a little bit harder than we thought, but that's what kind of happens. But other things have come together much more quickly and easier, and that makes me really happy. Bobo, you're happy of how things are going since the early November stream? Oh, even before that. Um, Look, I talked about Overmind. I've mentioned that a few times. That is just crucial for us. I mean, it's a great bit of tech that is going to help us in every aspect, not only of CU but potentially other games down the road as well. It is something that is so easy for Ben and I to use, and really getting quite powerful. That this system is tailor made for whether it's a scenario setup like we're doing now, or again, different games, or just world events, or so many things that are so important, to CU and to the engine. And, sorry, I just got, you know, I saw, Trivial's message come up. Sorry. That, I'm thrilled with it. Just really, really thrilled with that progress. Thrilled, by the work done by, myself, by Christina, by Spidey, by Ben, and that's just on Overmind. And then we've got, everyone else who's doing other amazing things to, put together something that I think you all, almost all of you all, will appreciate, if not enjoy. You know, we'll just have to see. Yeah, we did beat your building to hell. But that's the point, you know, being able to have that, have a building that really is a block by block, huge, bit of construction, and being able to destroy that real time is something you can't see anywhere else. Buildings, obviously game developers can use a more Lego setup where you have a small number of blocks, or you can even fake it where, you actually don't have a number of blocks, but, you have damage, centers that when, something happens to them, then outcome blocks, and that's fine. Whatever, works. Um, in our case, though, we really do have a block by block, physics system where, you could take something like, Trivial made it over, 9.5 million blocks, and really destroying individual blocks matters. And so, it's cool tech that lends itself very much to this game and other games too. Yeah, savagery. That's absolutely, part of it. We want people to be able to do that. And look, the thing that is so true about this game and about our engine is when other people talk about massive battles, they're talking numbers that are a fraction of what you folks have already seen. I mean, frankly, if we wanted to in January, we could just say, hey, 500 people, come on in and let's have a 500 person, a PUBG King of the Hill style game. And no, we're not making a PUBG King of the Hill style game. It's not that. But we could. I mean, it's honestly that simple. We can just say, hey, you want to come on in? Great. 100 people, 200 people, whatever. It's irrelevant to the engine. You all have seen that. And so, you know, uh, it's a nice it's a nice bit of tech to be able to have. And, one of the things that people were talking about, um, and this is no offense to Google. We love Google Cloud Platform people. We work with them, but a lot of people were talking about streaming as on the back end, all the work being done there and streaming that forward to all you folks. So our kind of tech wasn't as important. Well, I kind of chuckled at that and said maybe someday, but that's not today. And so the tech that we have been working on, the tech that allows us to do these kind of battles, is still kind of important, and you all are going to be reaping the benefits of that. And boy, can I agree with that. 100%. Come January, you folks are going to see what we've been working on. You're going to see, as always, how we treat you. Um, you know, you've been patient. We appreciate it. And so it's going to be a fascinating month. It just is going to be a fascinating month. Um, so much is going to, be shown that we haven't shown. And I think somebody asked this a little earlier. Sorry if I missed your question. Then, are we going to live stream this? Hell yes, we're going to live stream this. When we are ready to bring in the final group of our backers, we will begin to allow some folks potentially to stream, or we'll stream internally ourselves until we have a little more done. We just don't know. I don't know yet exactly what we'll be in by the end of January. We have a schedule, but if everything's in, yeah, we'll start allowing limited live streaming of the game. Because frankly, what you'll be seeing is worth live streaming. So yeah, it's going to be fun. I can promise you that. For some of you, and you know me, I always have to qualify because there's always going to be people who won't be happy. But for so many of you, it's going to be fun. I'm having fun. The team's having fun. Um, you know, it's cool. It's cool. And God, if we can get everything I'd like to get for the Sky Bowl and the Sky Dome in, that would be fantastic. You know, hell's a chat. What did I miss? Well, we're making a comeback game for Mary Kate and Ashley. We've decided we're not going to do CU, and we're going to do a comeback game for them, or not. So yeah, what's going to happen in January is if you've seen the update from us, you're going to be playing something you haven't played yet. Guarantee it. And something that's going to show off all the stuff that we've been doing, or almost all the stuff that we've been doing over the last 6 months. I mean, and certainly the stuff as well beforehand, but the stuff specifically that we've been calling out, since July, for for CU and CSE, and the Unchained engine, because you got to say all of those things. Hannah Montana next. uh, so yeah, that's where I'm at right now. Just getting some things done here, getting the update out, and then, gosh, trying not to get too excited yet. And it's not easy, but I have to be, as I always tell people, I'm the one here who has to be the most negative. I've got to be here. You know, always looking at things, always, seeing if there's something I missed, or something that Ben missed, or something that the engineers missed. It's part of the job. It's not. Let me tell you, it's one of the least favorite parts of my job, but it's something I got to do. It does wear a little bit at times, because whether it was back with Dark Age of Camelot or Warhammer, or 20 other things I've made. I really would like to get excited more often during the development process, but I just can't. I can't. I've got to even keel and stuff. Okay, Caldex, since you got investment, you talk about the progress of the engine more. Coincidence? Yes and no. So, yes, just because we are developing the engine more, but that's also because we've been able to get more engineers. So, chicken egg. It's not because the investment was to make the engine, I was to make the game. Thank you, and other games. But it's that if I can hire more engineers, then I get more engine work done. So, that's pretty much it. What will be the speed classes come January? I actually don't know the answer to that, because that's not something that I am personally focused on, but I can find out when we get back. Exactly. Thank you, Trivial. Yeah, that's something I leave to Ben. I've been focusing on other things. Anything else? Blah, blah, blah. Nope. Okay, good. Just waiting for more as I get some more typing in for part 2 of that poem. So how about you all? You guys and gals have interesting plans for Christmas Eve or Christmas Day? See you, Trivial. In terms of, let's see, Dark Society, what are your thoughts on giving CU its own Christmas traditions? Yeah, I'd like to do that. Oh, didn't see you leaving, Bobo. If you've left, bye-bye, Bobo. Thanks for coming by. But yes, Dark Society, I'd love to, have some unique traditions for CU. Absolutely. Yeah, Zadrid, bringing the plague to people on Christmas might not be the best idea. Caldex, would you decorate the world for Halloween and Christmas? I don't know if I decorate it for Halloween and Christmas. I certainly would decorate it for holidays. Um, that would be appropriate. So whether, we would go back and use some of the other, holidays and festivals that the folks of the Three Realms actually celebrated in the old days, or use a more modern spin on it. I would like to have it. I think that'd be fun. I think that'd be a nice touch. Obviously, other games have done that, so I think we should do that as well. That's nice. A Purge Festival. Huh. Oh, Dark Society. That sounds great. Oh, pork roast with red cabbage and bread dumplings. Oh, love red cabbage. Yeah, break 19R. I wanted to get this update and the stream out before our European friends were in bed. I try, it's hard when our updates go out on Fridays at even at 9 or 10 or 11, and I wanted to make sure that everybody in North America, in Europe, even in Manor. Sorry for the folks, obviously, down under in that part of the world. I can't find a time that's good for everybody, but for the vast majority of our backers, I wanted to make sure this little note got out, you know, uh, before the evening had gone by. Me, Dark Society. Oh God, I don't think I've ever gotten anything exotic for Christmas. At least not that I can remember that was addressed to me personally. Um, Unexpected, just little things over the years that people have sent in here or occasionally from friends. Um, but nothing that actually leaps to mind. As being awesome. It's awesome to talk about as opposed to, oh, that's just a nice gift. Sorry, wish I had some. Wish I had a good story there. I don't, and that's strange. I usually have, a good story or two. Though I will in January. Um, I think I think there's a few stories that will be told about what's happening in January because there is so much there that you folks haven't seen yet, and so you know explaining that is a good thing, and you'll see it. Like I said, we really wanted to just work on this and only talk about it a little bit until we were sure it was actually going to work. And since it does touch on God so much of what we need to launch, there was a really good chance that it wouldn't. And there's still a chance that it won't. But if it does, it would only not launch because of, spinning up lots and lots of servers for people, beyond what we normally do. And we just have to make sure that's automatic. Uh, so, it's kind of sort of important. Um, and Yeah, I mean that's kind of it. Let's see. Any upcoming fun travel plans? Nope. Gonna go out to Seattle either January or February. But in terms of anything fun, vacation wise, not yet. Got to get everything that we need to get done for you folks. I haven't taken a vacation in God knows how long. I didn't want to take a vacation over, Christmas because I had stuff to do. And, I'll take it next year when I can sit down and just, be happy with where we are and know that I can go away for a little while and not worry about it. Kick Assassins, well, the testing buttons in January. Will the game still have the testing buttons in the HUD? Oh, you mean the dev UI? At least I think you mean the dev UI. Yes and no, depending on whether you're a dev or not. We're trying to. What you'll see in January is a more polished UI. So we'll see how that goes. That's why it was funny with the on the forums that somebody had called out specifically the UI. Um, hmm. Twitch seems to be having problems. I'm speaking, but I'm not. I don't know if you guys can still see me. Twitch seems to be spinning, and nothing is going on. Oh wait, I think I'm back. Okay, we're back. Let's see. Questions. Were you involved in the sale of Mythic? Oh, well, of course, I was the CEO. It seems that the Dark Age went downhill after that. So, in terms of the sale, yeah, absolutely. Is that a regret? Only the way it ended up. I didn't, want to sell the company yet. The investors wanted it. My former partner wanted it. And look, I got EA to give my team the protections I wanted, and some for myself as well, and for Denton and other people. Do I regret it? Hindsight is lovely, but it needed to be done. I was no longer the majority controller of the company, and I was outvoted. And so, I could have done two things. I could have quit and let them fend for themselves, or I could do my job, and I did my job, and that was that. It was a shame. Things should have ended better, but they didn't. The worst part, of course, was, what happens? I leave. Few years later, Mythic is shut down. So, that to me was the worst part. Let's see. Tolomac, this game isn't coming out. Okay. Great. Thank you. If you believe that, that's fine. You're entitled, to your opinion. We're entitled to ours. Um, Time will tell. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's Adrian, sure. So when you're playing in January, you'll see an improved UI. You'll see some new tech that's involved there. You'll see something that, hey, feels more like a game. That's the plan. So we've been doing a bunch of stuff with that, and you'll see some the results from it. It's not finished, obviously, but it's just some stuff we're putting together, and we'll see how it all plays out. Hang on, I may have to end the stream now. Got a call that I may have to take. Hang on. Hello. Hey, can you call me back in exactly 5 minutes? Would that be okay? Because I'm actually live streaming, and I would like to give them a 5 minute. Uh, no, that's fine. Just call me in 5 minutes. Like, what could you do? Okay, that'll be fine. Okay, bye. Love you too. Bye. So that was my sister. She is calling from the beach, actually, which is really nice. and I needed to talk to her today. So 5 minute warning, folks. So if you've got some good questions, more good questions, because there have been some really good ones. If you got some more, let me know. Okay, so not game related, but do you have a favorite holiday food that you want to? Oh God, yeah. Well, it's a tradition for me. It's actually honey baked ham. Honey baked ham, Christmas Eve is pretty much a go to for us. And then we eat it for the next couple of days in breakfast because let me tell you, oh my, honey baked ham grilled beautifully for breakfast or for dinner or lunch is just awesome. And so that's one of my absolute must-haves, around Christmas. For Hanukkah, it is of course brisket, and even though I can't eat them now, potato latkes and other good, Hanukkah, like food. I've been losing some weight finally, yay, and working out again. But so I've got to be good this Christmas. I'm not, or this whole holiday season. So I'm really trying hard not to, get off the diet, and I'm working out again. So all is good. Dark Society Network, exotic loot box, only $9.95 or 9,999. It looks like it's a comma, maybe. Yeah, I love loot boxes. God, I hate those things so much. Paid loot boxes, drops I'm great with, randomness, all that. Always part of a game. I love it. But when you're paying for it, no, I hate it. Are you looking forward to hiding Easter eggs? Oh, hell yes. Kick Assassins? Absolutely. I love Easter eggs. I think they, can be clever. They can be, and should be well done. I'm always a big believer in hiding Easter eggs and things. Messages too. Uh, Real life Cabo. Are there going to be systems in place to prevent building flipping? Yes, we've talked about this in the past. Look, keep trading and all that, happy nonsense. Um, doesn't really fit. We don't want that for this game. So yes. Denarian, oh, I'm glad you like the food choices. Me too. You can't go wrong with that, especially a really good brisket. And Lady J just made an awesome brisket, the other night. One of her best ever. Really just amazing. Almost no fat, in it. Not a big fan of that. Super lean, super tasty. And like I said, the latkes look good. I just couldn't have any. So anything else? Anything else, folks? Got about 3 more minutes before I'll get off and chat with my sis. Yeah, classics are good. Sometimes maybe there are some classics that might not be, but honey baked ham, mm, may not be great for the pig, but man, it does taste good. Oh, real life Gabo, thank you. Merry Christmas to you as well. Oh, break. Hey, by the way, my wife makes this low carb chili that is amazing. I love chili, love chili. And there's a low carb recipe she found which doesn't use any tomatoes, and it's all essentially peppers. It's incredible and very low carb. Um, but yeah, chili always been one of my favorite things. So kick assassins. Will losing your keep mean the end of things and breaking your bank? No, we don't want that to happen. That would be a quit point for people, and we don't want them to quit for that reason. Dark Society Network. Oh, cheesecake. Yeah, low carb cheesecakes are fun too. Ooh, scallops wrapped in bacon. That's also good. Have we decided on a monthly final price for the monthly sub? Nope. We're trying to keep it low because we're not going to obviously create the PVE content like we did for Dark Age or Warhammer and other MMOs do. So it'll still be below whatever the average is. We'll see. We'll see. But it's certainly not going to be a full price game. I promise you that. I promised it during the Kickstarter. I promised it since. When will the game come out? Well, it's a terrible answer, and I am sorry. But it will come out when it's ready. It's really that simple. That's why we're doing nothing to push, new subs, no sales, no special incentives, no spaceships, no nothing. We're just the store is there and the people are interested, but we don't want to get people excited. Not yet, at least. All right. Well, it's time for me to get off because my sister shall be calling. So, look, everybody who's here, people who might watch this stream, for those of you who are backers, we thank you so much as always for your patience. We thank you for your donation. We thank you for giving us the chance to not only prove worthy of your trust, but of your ongoing patronage. And I hope in January, for the first time in a while, you folks will see that and be happy, really happy and excited. So, with that, Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas Eve to everyone, and Merry Christmas to all those who celebrate it tomorrow. Have a great, day. Hopefully, you all have it off and hopefully you can spend it with family. And I'll see you all most likely next Tuesday. I don't think I'll be streaming before then, but who knows? If I have to come and do something else, I could stream. But if not, I will see you all, or at least all of you who want to join us next week. So have fun, folks, and I'll see you soon. Bye.